Hey everybody, this is Chris at LLL Reptiles. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you guys are getting better. Hope things are opening for you and your life's going back to normal. First of all, you don't see me very often without wearing a hat. Also, you don't see me having hair that often, but as we know that barbershops are still not open here in Washington, I did have my mother trim it. She did a trim job, so it looks a little better, but I like high and tight. I shave it tight, wear a hat, or spike it up a little bit. I'm not used to having hair, so this is different for me. Anyways, if you guys are new here, consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. That notification bell keeps you in the loop of all my upcoming videos. And if you guys get anything from my videos or they help you out, all I ask is if you guys would hit that like button and consider subscribing because it really helps me out. So I get questions all the time. You guys know this, that's what I am. I'm a question answering channel for the most part. But people have been asking me, well, Morph Market's amazing and I can get stuff from Morph Market, but what if I want some other animals that are a little bit more obscure? I mean, where's some box stores online that I can buy some stuff from? A lot of things I buy now is from Morph Market. Most of my snakes, most of my lizards, some of my tortoises I buy from Morph Market by questioning people, but I have through the years bought from online stores, and I'm going to give you a list of ones that I think are safe, and I'm not saying that they are safe completely, but it's what I've experienced. This is my personal experience of how it happened for me, if it was good, and a few of these places I've ordered quite a few times and they treated me very well. And for a video reference, what I'm considering a box store is a store that you can actually go online, click a box, pay, and have it shipped, like Amazon. So there's a lot of places that have websites, a lot of places that they can actually see what they have. But I'm talking about you go on the store and you can actually buy it online without calling the owner. There's a lot of places I like to buy reptiles, but I didn't put them in here. It's like Ozzy Boyd's. You can go to Ozzy Boyd's website, but you have to actually call him and make arrangements. Also, there might be more places, and if I don't have you on here, don't be offended. These are just places I personally have gone to. A few of these places actually get bad reputations, but I've never had no issues with them. So let's get started. So the first one is going to be Nerd, New England Reptile Distributors. I've ordered a couple things from them and they're always amazing. They've actually, when I was first getting going, they let me make payments on stuff. Pretty cool guys. If you haven't watched any of his videos, Kevin is pretty amazing, and also a lot of his employees do videos all the time. Great guy, has some amazing snakes, and honestly, I'll tell you this right now, he's probably the most knowledgeable guy I've ever seen about reptiles. Super great guy, and I bought at least 2 transactions from him, and they came safe, came healthy, and didn't have any mites, no nothing, and they get a A+ from me. So this right here is New England Reptile Distributors. They have a little bit of everything. They have that $500 and below section. They are a little bit higher, but they do have great animals, and they do make payment plans. I know at least they used to. I'm not sure about anymore, but they did before me in the past. Another one I've purchased animals from, I've bought some leopard geckos and a few snakes, is from BHB Reptiles. And if you guys don't know who that is, that's Brian Barczyk. But you can actually go on his website and buy snakes and lizards on there. He has some colubrids, he has some other stuff, but mostly he has ball pythons and leopard geckos. And again, I bought from him and everything was perfect, came healthy. I've never had any issues with mites or any unhealthy animals from him. And Brian does get lots of flack online and saying how he mistreats his animals. And I'll tell you right now, the animals came super healthy and they're doing well today. And this is the BHB website. So he has lots of leopard geckos, pythons, does some bloods, but mostly ball pythons. He has some colubrids, but most of the time they're not in here. Boas. A lot of times there's not very many in here. Starting to do a lot more geckos, and he does blue tongue skinks, but they're usually gone right away too when he posts them. I don't know why Brian gets all the hate, but I like Brian, and I've always had healthy animals from him, and I like watching his show. Another one I've actually purchased quite a few stuff from, and he's actually, I buy a little bit more weird stuff from, is Reptile Rapture. They treat me very well. They actually have some pretty good prices a lot of times, because some places can be a little more marked up, but I'll be honest, Reptile Rapture has really good stuff, and it's pretty good priced. It's a little bit higher than buying it at a reptile show or some things you can get on Morph Market, but he has good prices and his animals are very healthy. Now, I'll be upfront with you, and this made someone mad last time, but he does sell some wild caught animals, and I'll show you later on how you can tell if something's captive bred or wild caught. But all the animals I got from him are super healthy. He's actually where I got my Mexican king snakes when I first started getting those, and I still have them today, and they're doing well. Okay, this is Reptile Rapture, their website. If you go to shop, go down to reptiles for sale. I'm gonna show you. Let's go say, let's try over here to chameleons. Okay, see if you go over here, he'll say captive bred baby, captive bred. This Jackson right here does not have that CB, so you pretty much assume that it is not captive bred. Which, if you know anything about Jacksonville chameleons, most of them are wild caught or farm bred. But he does say captive bred on his stuff. So if you, like me, don't want to get non-captive bred animals, definitely look for that CB right there. But I love this website, and I buy a lot of stuff from him, so he's treated me very well. Now this one's going to be controversial. I don't know why they get so much hate, and that's Underground Reptiles. I've bought quite a few things from him, and they all came healthy and all came fast. Never had no problems, no deaths in shipping. Easy to work with, really nice to talk to on the phone. And he's also, like, when I think of tegus, he's the first guy I think of. Again, he does have wild caught animals, and he has some captive bred animals. He lists them on the website, and I will show you later on the video how to check if they're captive bred or wild caught or farm bred. But that's a lot of pet stores. They do both, and that's just the way it is. And but he actually marks and lets you know what it is. But again, if you look, in a lot of forums, he gets really trashed. And I've never had no bad experiences with them, personally. You may have something different to say down here, you can comment below, but I've never had no issues. And here's Underground Reptiles website. It looks like it got updated recently. They treat me good. I don't know why. They get the most hate of all the places I've purchased from. They get the most hate, and I don't know why. You know, maybe they had bad experiences, but I never did. And I'm going to show you about captive bred and wild caught. If you go like to their thing here, let's say green basilisk. See right there, it says field collected. They're pretty much up front if it's not captive bred. They'll say it right on there. Another one has a few things bad in the forums, but they've always treated me well, is LLL Reptiles. Actually, when I first started breeding and keeping reptiles about '99, there wasn't a lot of places around. You pretty much went to King Snake or LLL Reptiles over here in California, and I bought quite a bit from them back in the day. Recently, I've only purchased one thing in the last 3 years. That was an animal, but I still buy a lot of supplies from them. But back in the day, I've purchased lots of animals from them. It was not as easy to buy animals as it is now. There's a lot more places and options to choose from, but they've always treated me well, and animals always came healthy, and their supplies are pretty reasonable. They're one of the cheaper places online, and they always have good shipping and cheap shipping. And this is LLL Reptiles website. I don't think it's changed much in all the years. Honestly, this is probably the first place I've purchased a reptile online before, back in '99. So honestly, don't quote me on this, but I don't think the website's actually updated at all. They do sell wild caught, but if you see right here, everything marked CB is captive bred. Anything that's not is not captive bred. So at least they're upfront about it. So pretty easy. I haven't bought animals from them in a long time, but every animal I got a while back was good, and I do still buy supplies from them. Another one that's on the list, I've only purchased from one time, and they treated me well, was Big Apple Herps. I've only had one experience with them, and it was smooth, and the animal came healthy. But that's all I could say is one time I purchased from them, and it was perfect. And I would definitely purchase from them again if they had something that I actually wanted, but they haven't had anything I wanted in a long time. So far, Big Apple Herps, my experience with them has been great. Anyways, this is Big Apple Herps website. It actually looks like it's been updated recently. It's actually really nice looking. Again, I've only purchased from them one time, and they treated me well, so I don't have much experience, but I would try it again because of my first purchase was perfect. Anyways, if you guys know, I'm a big tortoise fan. I love tortoises. I love tortoises just as much as snakes. Tortoises and big lizards is what really got me into reptiles. Later on I moved to snakes, but tortoises, I don't breed them, never bred them, but I love them as pets. And if you're looking for a tortoise, this is a place that I've had really good luck with. I mean, I love this guy. He's amazing. And it's Arizona Tortoise Compound. This guy's great, easy to work with. The problem with him is a lot of times he gets really sold out because he's a pretty big guy online and a lot of people buy from him. But he has amazing tortoises. He's very knowledgeable about tortoises, and he's actually probably one of my heroes when it comes to tortoise info. But definitely if you're looking for a tortoise, he's one of the first places I would go. Okay, and here's his website. And if you go to his live tortoises, he has quite a few options. But they don't mean he always has them in, so you have to kind of either call, or if you look in here, so if he has it in here, you can actually buy it on the website, but sometimes it says call. That means he might be having some soon, but he doesn't have none right now, and he'll give you the availability when it happens. But it seems like he has this one in right now. But he is always picked over because he is very popular. So whenever he gets a clutch in, or I mean a clutch hatches, he goes pretty fast. But he has like cherry heads in right now. You can just buy how many you want and pay him. Just want to help you out some places online to buy reptiles that's not Morph Market. Also, I guess if you guys never checked it out, there is kingsnake.com. It's not as big as it used to be, but there's still stuff there. But it's called kingsnake.com, and you can still buy animals there. It'd be like buying them on Morph Market. You kind of have to question them. Some of them places are box stores, but a lot of them are just people selling them. So it's kind of the same process. And if you don't know about that, you can check out my other videos about Morph Market, how it works. But anyways, guys, I hope that helps out. Hope I answered the question. Just keep on putting questions in my comments and I'll answer them. Either answer them on the comments or I'll try to make a video about it. Anyways, guys, check out some of these other videos right here. Also, hit that notification bell and I will see you next time. I love you. Later. Take care. Be positive. Bye.